Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Stories from Sodor. Episode 36. Best of the Express. It was the day after Christmas, and on Sodor, the workload increases rapidly afterwards. Gordon, being the main express engine, had to take all of the passengers to their normal homes again. Alright, you goods engines, watch how a proper engine pulls a real train. Gordon, you ought to take my advice, Hank said. The rails are mighty slippery at this time. Thank you, my star-spangled friend. I'll try to remember that. Gordon, of course, was being sarcastic. He raced away. Express coming through! He won't listen, will he? Gordon thundered through the docks as fast as he could. Gordon tried to apply his brakes when he got to the suspension bridge, but he couldn't stop. Gordon couldn't stop, and he raced right off the rails. His coaches were still intact, though. Oh, no. Someone get help, Gordon said. Edwards was brought in. He quickly got Rocky and set off. Birdie was helping get the passengers to their homes, and Edward and Rocky helped Gordon back on the line. Unfortunately, Gordon had to go to the works for repairs, so Edwards took him to the steamworks. Some big engines were sitting in the sheds, thinking about who would take the express now. Well, Sir Topham-Hatt's bound to give it to a splendid red engine like me, James said. Oh, please, James, Henry said. You don't have the haulage capacity. What do you know? He's bound to give it to a big, green, strong engine like me. I've pulled it more times than you, James. I actually pulled it a few months ago. Yeah, I remember. Gordon wasn't too happy. He's bound to give it to... He should give it to streamlined engines like us, Connor and Caitlin said. Because we haven't really done that much. You've been on Sodor for 2 days, James said. And considering you don't work at all, apart from pulling your little passenger trains. What? Caitlin said. Oh, nothing, James said. Hank stayed quiet throughout all of this. Then Sir Topham-Hatt pulled in. Hello, engines. As you realized, Gordon is in the works due to some careless procedures in ice. Yes, we are all aware, James said. So, you all might be wondering who's going to pull the express. Well, I decided, Henry, tomorrow you're going to pull the express, and the day after that, James, you're going to pull the express. You switch it out daily, okay? Yes, sir, the 2 engines said. Alright, goodbye, engines. Good night, sir. And Sir Topham-Hatt drove away. Well, I guess that settles it, Henry said. Let's all get some sleep. But James didn't go to sleep. He had a plan. It was early in the morning, and his driver was there. He always liked coming early before all the other drivers to start James up. So when he started James up, he asked his driver if he can take him to Knapford. He said yes, and they left. James quietly crept into the yard and coupled up to the coaches. His driver was suspicious, though. James, I thought you took the express tomorrow morning. No! Didn't you know? Sir Tom had to change it. Henry had the flying caper to pull today. If you say so, James's driver said. He was too tired to realize that Henry was at the sheds, and James rolled away, smug and confident. James sat in Knapford all morning while Stafford and Philip were shunting trains for the other engines. This is bound to work, James thought. James was patiently waiting for Henry when Henry rolled in. James, what are you doing on my train? Oh, you see, Henry, I got here first, so I'm pulling it now. But I'd be more than happy to let you pull my goods train on platform 4. You're gonna pay for this, Henry said, and he rolled away. I doubt that. Who does James think he is, Henry said as he angrily fumed onto the train. James left with Henry's express. An express coming through, James said. Henry was glaring at James all night, which set the atmosphere very low. So Hank and the streamlined engine just thought it'd be best to go to sleep. But Henry didn't. And James didn't go to sleep either. They were both staying up for when their drivers and firemen came in the morning. Both their drivers came early. Come on, Henry said. Come on, driver, James said. The drivers and firemen lit their engines' fires, but James started up first. Time to go. Goodbye, Henry, James said. But the turntable was set the wrong way. Oh no, this is the longer way. Well, that was fun. Too bad I'm gonna win. It was later in the morning, and James raced in. Alright. Fair is fair. I will go pull your goods train. Yeah, that's right. You go do that. Express coming through. The two engines sat on the far side of the sheds from each other, and no one bothered to say a word. So everyone decided to go to sleep, apart from James and Henry. Soon enough, the drivers and firemen came. Hurry, hurry, James said. Soon, James was racing out. Come on, Henry said. Stupid cargo car! Stupid cargo car! Nice color! He looks like a bigger version of me. Oh no! Oh no! Look out! This is your fault. No, yours, Henry. Actually, it's both your faults, but mainly James's fault. What? But why? Well, James, you should have known better not to mess with Henry's train. In fact, no, this is all your fault, James. Henry, you shouldn't have retaliated like that, but you wouldn't have had to if this didn't happen, if James didn't pull this prank. Yes, sir. So, Henry, I'll let you pull the express when you come out. But James, seeing that you, or because of all this, you, when you come out of the works, will be pulling nothing but goods trains. Yes, sir. Who will be pulling the express now? Henry said. 3 engines. What? Who? Who do you think, partner? Oh, no. And as you probably guessed, it was Hank, Connor, and Caitlin. You 3? Yes, we know how to properly share, unlike little... Well, you're not tank engines. Certainly acting like them, Connor said. James sighed. But wait, there's one thing I don't get, James said. I would have been in Nafru, but there was a cargo car blocking the points. Same, but there was a cargo car blocking my points too. No, a cargo car tried to hit me on Christmas Eve, Sir Topham Hatt said. Do you think someone's on the railway? The engines could only think and wonder, of fear of someone being on their railway once more. They could only ponder of who would have been, and why they were there again. They're finally piecing it together, eh? Well, maybe it's time to get Toad out to play. Have fun while you can, Sodor.